Hi, welcome back to my final part of my mid-year inventory. I decided to just do all the eyeshadows at once, just get it out of the way. So my first one is the e.l.f. Cream and Sugar palette. Trying not to let that shadow crumble onto the ground. I have not used this palette once this year. This was a pan that palette last year and got quite a bit of love, but I have not touched it yet this year. And then the e.l.f. Truffles palette, which is the pan that palette for this year. I have used this first shade 17 times. Used this shade 62 times. This one has been used 65 times, and the black has been used 60 times. The Hot Jalapeno palette. I've used this shade once, this shade twice, this shade once, and this shade twice. The e.l.f. Rose Water palette. And I've only used this dark shade once. It's not a bad palette, it just doesn't work that well on my skin tone, so I tend to avoid it. The eyeshadow palette, which doesn't want to open. There we go. I've used these two middle shades one time each. Revlon Not Just Nudes cream palette, which has not been touched and will probably be decluttered at the end of the year. When I lived in Florida, I used to use these cream palettes constantly, but since moving to Alaska, I just don't touch them. Similarly, I have the Revlon Skin Lights cream palette, and I have not touched this one this year at all either, and will probably be decluttered at the end of the year. They're just old and starting to go off. The Natasha Mini Gold. I've used this shade 6 times. This shade 6 times. This one 7. This one 7. And this one 7. The ColourPop Mar. I've used this one once. I have not touched this one. I've used this one once. I used this one 25 times. I'm not sure if I can get to show. It's pan, and there's the pan. This one was not touched. This one was twice. This one was twice. This one was not touched, and this one was used once. The ColourPop Lock It Down. I used Memento 7 times, Off Key 6 times, Paris 18 times, Open Book 3 times, Togetherness twice, Noted twice, Keepsake twice, These Chains twice, and Hide and Peek twice. And for some reason this one got tucked into this part of the notebook, so here's the Blend Bunny Trove palette. I used only this purple once. ColourPop by the Rosé. I used Sparkling 4 times, Picnic Basket 8 times, Over Ice once, Sunday Soiree 7 times, Cheers Babe once, Effervescent 6 times, Ripe I have not touched, Sweetness was used once, and Savor It was used 4 times. ColourPop That's Taupe. Currently I'm trying to hit pan on Slated. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I'm trying to hit pan on Slated. I've used Boa 3 times, have not touched Pebble Beach, used Python twice. Slated I've used 7 times. Snake Eyes has not been touched. Cold Blooded has not been touched. Rocksteady has been used once, and I haven't touched either of these two. Huda Beauty Khaki Haze has not been touched this year. Nude Huda Beauty Nude Lights, or Nude Light Obsession. I have used the purple shimmer in the middle here once. The dark pink shimmer, or the pink shimmer here once. The dark pink shimmer down here once. And this rosy gold I've used twice. Dandelions The Snow Spell, which is another one I'm going to have to hold carefully. I'm covering the gray shade because it's just crumbled. There goes more shades. My dandelion palettes are just like the singles, are all getting old. They're 3 years old and they're just dried out and crumbling. So I've used Snow Capped 6 times. Noble Fur I've used once. Sheer Cold I've used 5 times. The one I'm covering I've used once. And Frostbite here has been used twice. ColourPop Troublemaker. Baddie has been used twice. Sus has been used twice. Younger Self has been used once. Wild has been used once. Fry Night has been used once. Vanilla Era has been used twice. Real has been used once. Zero F's has been used once. Kick-Ass has been used once. Messy once. Cold Hearted once. And You Love It has been used 4 times. Next we have the Sephora Warm Wishes. And the only shade in here that has been used is this shimmer has been used once. The Too Faced Sunset Stripped, Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette. This one's been used, I go up and down, right? Yeah. Once, twice, twice, once, once, twice, once, once, twice, once, 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 oh no, sorry, twice, once, and once. Although that's probably my favorite neutral palette. Odin's Eye Hella palette. This was my Level Up Level 3 palette. Five times, 7 times, 6 times, 4 times, 5 times, 5 times, 7 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 5 times, 6 times, 9 times, 11 times, 5 times, and 6 times. Odin's Eye Christmas Eve palette. Used once, 3 times, once, 8 times, these two have not been used. Christmas Eve's been used 9. Blue Ice, which I was going for pan, has been used 21 times. The rest of these have not been used. Softly's been used twice, once, twice, and twice. The Huda Beauty Rose Quartz. There we go. Over the mirror for you. Has not been used, or has been used once. No. Once. And then energized once. Cherished 15 times. Mantra once, Serenity once, Abundance once, Moon Magic twice, Radiate 12 times, and the rest have not been touched. The Natasha Denona Pastel Palette. We've used once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, twice, once, 3 times, 4 times, twice, 3 times, 4 times, once, and twice. Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. Used Ice Gold once. Horizon 3 times. Sundazed once. And Morgana, which is down here, twice. The Natasha Denona My Dream Palette. We've used Blackest Black once, Aspiration twice, Babies once, Unity twice, Edgy once, and Nurture and Familia have both been used once. The Game Beauty Adventure palette, which is my current level 4 project level up palette. So we got some big numbers here. Treasure has been used 14 times. Boss has been used 7 times. Stealth has been used 6 times and has pan. XP has been used 9 times. Level Up has been used 9 times and has pan. Or 19 times and has pan. Attack has been used 9 times. Dungeon has been used 4 times. Heal has been used 5 times. Maze has been used 5 times. And Ruins has been used 13 times. The Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2. We go this way. So I got my numbers in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the whole first row has been used once. Alex has been used twice. Cameron has been used 4 times, and the rest of the row has been used once. Louise has been used once. Zelda has been used twice. Hilda has been used twice. And the rest of the palette has been used once. The Adept Cosmetics Arrow Inspired palette. Which is probably one of my favorite palettes in my collection. Frank Bertolini has been used once. Daniel Brickwell has been used 3 times. Leo Molnar has been used twice. Adam Hunt has been used 3 times. Nelson Ravitch has been used once. Harold Backman has been used twice. Isabel Rokev has been used twice. Warren Patel has been used 5 times. Edward Rasmus has been used 5 times. Hannibal Bates has been used once. Martin Summers has been used 3 times. Sirius Vonch has been used twice. Oh, sorry. Not Sirius Vonch has been used twice. Martin Summers 3 times. This one has not been used. And James Holder has been used 4 times. The Sigma Alice in Wonderland palette. White Rabbit has been used once. Caterpillar has been used once, and Cheshire has been used once. The Unearthly Surrender palette. Okay, here. Bustier has been used once. Surrender has been used 3 times. Chemise has been used twice. Sensual has been used once. Intoxicating once. Generous once. And Alluring twice. The Blend Bunny Lure palette. Sailor's Delight has been used once. Seafoam has been used once. Jellyfish has been used once. Lost at Sea has been used twice. Baited has been used twice. Catch Me has been used twice. Pirate's Life has been used once. Sea Nymph has been used once. Booty has been used 4 times. Explorer has been used twice. Black Sea has been used once. Tentacles has been used once. X Marks the Spot has been used 5 times. And the Deep has been used 3 times. The Adept Seahorse palette. Courtship has been used 3 times. Big Belly has been used once. Tiger Tail has been used twice. Giraffe's been used 4 times. Low Crown's been used 3 times. Jackar's been used twice. Fig Me Thorny's been used 4 times. Tiro's been used once. False Eye's been used 4 times. Narrow Belly's been used twice. Long Snout twice. Paradoxical twice. Cindo once. Ponto twice. And Soft Coral once. The Adept Sumerian Sunset. Mauve has been used 3 times. Farpoint has been used once. Pack Lid's been used 4 times. Obsidian Order has been used once. Praxis twice. Trill twice. US Defiant has been used once. Darmok once. Jalad once. And Delta Quadrant once. The Unearthly Devour palette. It needs to be covered. Gruesome has been used once. Consume once. Demolish twice. Instinct once. Carnivore once. And Prey twice. Ravage once. Snap twice. Devour once. Trap. Trap 3 times. Snack once. And Bite once. Odin's Eye Merry Christmas palette. I missed it the first time around, so I picked it up this last Christmas when it came back. Elf Wish has been used once. New Year has been used once. Poinsettia twice. And All Right twice. Similarly, I picked up the Odin's Eye Hey Reindeer palette. Reindeer has been used 3 times. Greetings once. Eggnog once. Christmas Ham has been used twice. Cider once. Wreath once. Holly once. Mistletoe twice. Candy canes twice. Presents twice. And Snow Wish once. Oh, that was right. The Fantasy Cosmetica Rogue palette. Trickster has been used twice. Sleight of Hand twice, Sneak Attack 4 times, Deception once, Stealth 3 times, Shadows 3 times, Subtle 3 times, Cunning 3 times, and Assassin twice. Then Earthly Cosmetics Dreamer palette. By the way, this starts the ones purchased in 2024. Night Owl twice, Float 3 times, Imaginary 6 times, Soothe 5 times, Muse 5 times, Fantasy 4 times, Tranquil 3 times, Slumber has been used 12 times, Engulf has been used 3 times, Dream State 7 times, Drift once, and Clouded once. The Nomad Ireland palette. Which I really haven't used as much as I would like to just because of the project panning, but once, 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 and once. Really do need to get more use out of that palette because it's a beautiful palette and I love greens. The Adept Cyborg Choir. Once, once, once. Is this one twice, 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 once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 2 times, and once. And then we have the Lethal Avatar palettes. I bought all 4. So this is the water palette. And I used this one once. The multi-chrome. I'm not sure if I can get to shift. Once, once, and the whole bottom row once each. But I've only done the one look with that palette so far. I've only done one look with each of these palettes so far. Then we have the Avatar Fire. And I've used everything once except for Fire Lily and Sozin's Comet. So this has no use, this has no use, but everything else has been used once. The Avatar Air palette. Use this one once, this one once, this one once, and this one once. And the final palette, the plastic will come out, is the Avatar Earth palette. Use this one once, this one once, this whole middle row once, and that was it. So that's it. That's my entire eyeshadow collection. Hope you enjoyed seeing what I have. Maybe you saw some of your favorites. Maybe you saw something you might want to pick up. Let me know. I can let you know how most of the palettes do. Again, some of these new ones I haven't played with as much as I would like, just because I've been busy with my panning projects. But let me know if you want to know how anything is. Maybe next time I could come back and do some swatches if anybody's interested in that. Just let me know. And I'll see you later.